saying the link changed. I can't. I had to put a new one in, so this is their normal page right there. But because it wouldn't connect and boot it out, I had to restart. Well, it will because right. He's right. Vince sent it out on his page, but if he's trying to find us, he won't find us. That's what I'm saying. Right, right.
Take care of it there. Okay, we ready?
No.
We're gonna go on here with our radio stuff.
Are you guys doing the game tomorrow?
Yeah, we'll be there. Oh yeah.
Oh, I'm going. We're leaving at 11.
Yeah, if we weren't doing it, I'd still be. I'd be there anyway.
Yeah.
So, no, we'll,
Cal? Oh, you'll be there tomorrow. Yeah. Cal will be there tomorrow. Usually we have to call him down.
come on. Check 1 2 test check. That's good. Perfect. It's coming over on that.
Everything's connected.
If I would have recorded this yesterday, we would have had the audio for it, but I didn't record the radio stuff. So. Did I leave my stuff somewhere?
That.
No. My other two clipboards.
They weren't. I didn't move anything. Leave it across side.
Oh, here it is.
Yeah, maybe I'll have to announce that a couple times too. Maybe that'll help people figure it out.
Seconds.
Here we go. 2.
Good evening and welcome to Randolph High School. Steve Winterhack along with Randy Arm going to bring you a regional semifinal Division 5 boys basketball matchup. The Randolph Rockets, the #1 ranked team in the state, taking on a team they played earlier and a team they used to play against on a pretty regular basis and were in the same conference for many years, Central Wisconsin Christian, the Crusaders. Is who they'll be playing here tonight. So this should be a interesting matchup. Randolph winning that last contest pretty convincingly in that ball game when they met earlier in the season, beating them by over 30 points in that game. But yeah, you never know. We've seen some crazy things in the playoffs, like Columbus knocking off Prairie du Chien in Division 3, and there's upsets all over the place. So we'll see exactly what Josh Gibbons and his Crusaders can do against the #1 ranked team, and they've been #1 most of the season. The Randolph Rockets at 22-5 on the season. Again, just a great year for them. So we'll see what we're at Randolph High School, a very familiar place for Randy Armgren and myself. We've been here tons of time and watched the boys and girls play basketball here. So looking forward to haven't seen them for a little while.
Yeah, and congratulations to the girls, the Randolph girls as well. They're having a great year here and exciting time for this community, that's for sure. And yeah, you're right. I had that game with Nick Rush, I believe it was, a Waupun and Waupun Christian in Randolph, and yeah, just came down to just too much size and length for Waupun Christian to handle. When Randolph puts a big team on the court, it's tough for any D5 school to handle.
They have their two guys out there that are they just got these unusually good basketball bodies out there, and there's hard for any team to match up with those two guys, with Sam Grigger Goes about 6'4" out there, and has probably got about 6'8" wingspan. And then you throw Travis Elvin out there, and he's a preferred walk-on for the Wisconsin Badger football team, and he goes 6'6" and goes about 240 out there and gets every rebound. So you got a couple of guys like that, and you don't find too many high school teams that can match up with guys like that. And we'll see how that matchup goes again here tonight for CWC.
And what always impresses me about Travis Alvin, he's 6'5", 6'6", whatever you say, 240 plus, chiseled, and yet he's got a pretty soft touch around the basket, good footwork, and his ability to score around the hoop. And he's certainly not an outside shooter, but he's got a nice soft touch right around the basket. And
basketball is what helped him get noticed. The Badgers were kind of overlooking him a little bit, but a guy that has a connection with the Badgers was at the Partyville Randolph game in their first meeting, and he said, "Man, you got to offer this kid at least, if nothing else, a preferred walk-on." And they did, and now he's going to be a Badger. He was kind of ready to go to Winona State or something like that, but he decided to change. What do you say? I'm messing with my headsets and everything here, so I can't hear what's going on here.
We'll figure it out.
Yeah, we'll do this during break time. We'll mess with people's stuff. So we're going to come back. Again, it's Randolph hosting the Central Wisconsin Christian Crusaders in Division 5. It's a regional semifinal. Back after this on The Source. Nick says it sounds good.
So where am I?
Two. I am
I'm
2. Check. Yes, here's me. I'm 3.
You're 3, so I got to
You're 4.
Okay, you are really hot. All right, I'm 4. Yeah, all right, that's better. Wow, I'm getting a headache in 5 minutes there.
Yeah, you're always the silver one, so that's 4, and then they match up with 4.
Okay.
As we have Jeff Sauer here to bring you the video portion of the game, and we are all set up, our 3-man team, to bring you some more playoff basketball. It's been kind of fun. Our turn had to settle down a little bit. I couldn't sleep for about 2 hours after I got home after that Kewaskum and Waupun game, and Waupun winning by 3 to move on to their game coming up tomorrow over at Watoma against Madison Edgewood. That was a crazy good game.
Yeah, just an unbelievable game, and I still said I had to go back and watch a little bit of it today to say, how did Waupun end up winning that game down by 5-6 points late in the game, and just able to fight back. Abby Elsma making some incredible shots, and just all-around team effort. Gabby Matamoros with a big second half, and Waupun able to pull that one out in the end, 50-47. Wow.
That was a great game. Let's take a look at how these teams got here. The Randolph Rockets 22-2 on the season. Tyler Fisher, their head coach, champions of the East Central Conference. And they had to take on a team that luckily Randolph got to host the game because the team came from about 2.5-3 hours away up at Sebastopol up in Door County. But they took it to them pretty handily, 78-44. No stats. Tyler's not a real quick guy in putting stats into WIS sports, but I have been hearing that Carter Meredith has really been stepping up, and he's always been a pretty good shooter, just hasn't got it consistently in games. They said he's been playing really good basketball right now. Good threat, gets to give you maybe 2 to 3 to 4 3-point looks from the outside and plays some pretty good defense, very active player out there. So that's a player you might hear along with their main two players of Sam Grigger and Travis Elvin, also Big Ben Neiman underneath. We've seen him play really good this year.
Yeah, Ben, he's kind of the recipient of all the attention that Travis Elvin gets sometimes because you throw the ball into Elvin in the post and you have to double or triple him because he's just such a force inside, and then he's a good passer. Ben Neiman's smart enough to wiggle his way into those gaps and get around the hoop, and then Travis Elvin will dump off to him for the ability to score. So it's good. I still remember, Steve, you and I came over here early in the season, and you talked about Carter Meredith. Yeah. You said that was a guy I heard about. We didn't know anything about him. He's a young, I think a sophomore, if I'm not mistaken, and we didn't know much about him. You said, I'm hearing good things that he's going to be a key component of this team, and boy, he sure has proven that. He's a dead-eye shooter.
We'll talk about the Randolph Rockets, and we'll talk about the Central Wisconsin Christian Crusaders and their last ball game and some of their players that have stood out. We've seen them play over this last season. It's all coming up as the Home and Auto Sales pregame show continues live from Randolph High School on RP Sports.
Turn down 3. Turn it all the way down.
Did you know that Ergo Bank of Marquezan and Fox Lake offers Casasa Rewards checking accounts? All Casasa Rewards accounts include refunds on ATM withdrawal fees. When you meet the monthly qualification criteria, there's no monthly maintenance fee and no minimum balance requirement. Best of all, you get rewarded for things you probably do anyway, such as using your debit card and setting up a direct deposit. Discover the benefits of opening a Casasa Rewards checking account at Ergo Bank of Marquezan and Fox Lake.
A&B Fitness Concepts in Randolph is accepting new members. A&B Fitness is a workout facility dedicated to helping all of its members reach their fitness goals. They offer fitness classes with a personal feel, small group personal training, and one-on-one personal training, all in a non-intimidating environment in order to fit the needs of their members. Some of the Randolph athletes participating in today's game work out at A&B Fitness Concepts in Randolph. A&B Fitness. Give them a call at 920-763-5695.
Steve Winterhack along with Randy Armgood. Video streaming tonight on RadioPlusInfo.com. Just to let some people know, you might want to know anybody else you know out there that would have been watching the game. They kind of changed the link up to set things up here tonight. So the link that initially we had for you to click on to watch the game is not going to work for you. So just maybe go into YouTube and look up Randolph and Central Wisconsin Christian boys basketball. You'll find it right there. Or it's pretty easy to find if you know your way around the computer. I'd probably have a hard time with it.
Yeah, I'm not going to say that I wouldn't either, that's for sure.
Yeah, I'm really good as long as everything works perfectly. If there's any problem solving, and then we are in major trouble. But Central Wisconsin Christian sitting now after a nice win against Young Cogs Prep in their ball game just the other day. And it was Central Wisconsin Christian hosting that game. It was a battle of 8 and 9, so they did a good job with a decisive victory in that battle. It's normally a very close contested game in those 8 and 9 games, but they won by a score of 69-46. And of course, no stats on that one either. But Oakfield, coached by Josh Gibbons, in the Trailways East Conference, Central Wisconsin Christian finished in 4th place with an 8-6 record. Oakfield winning the conference at 12-2. Houstonsport at 11-3. Lourdes at 11-3. And then that comes Central Wisconsin Christian at 8-6. And looking at Christian School and maybe their quality win on the season, the defending state champs in whatever season it was that Houstonsport won the state championship. I don't know if that was in the COVID season or one back in the teams that played it during that time. But Houstonsport, they actually beat Houstonsport, lost pretty convincingly the first time, but they knocked off Houstonsport the second time they played them by a score of 56-41. So Christian School's got it in them to play some pretty quality teams and give them a game and steal a few from them too.
You bet, and we know they one thing you get out of Central Wisconsin Christian, they're always going to play extremely hard. They're going to bring high energy level, high effort, and sometimes that can get it done in tournament one and done action. And right now, Coach Gibbons, he's really been around the game a long time. He understands a lot of things, and I'm sure he's prepared his team very well for tonight's matchup.
Yeah, looking at some of their players here. Wolf Sion's their scoring leader, and he's a nice shooter. If they don't get out on him, he's going to make you pay, and he's a good facilitator too. If he can get past people and find some open people. Dad Matt, the next great player here at Randolph High School, played on a state championship team here, and I know he played against some pretty quality teams down the field house. I saw him down there, and he's the assistant coach for Josh Gibbons on the bench for the CWC Crusaders. You also hear a lot of Cade Bleistra. He can get some points for you, over 10 points a game. 6-foot junior in the starting lineup. And Brock Hoekstra, their big guy inside, 6'3" sophomore, averages 11 points a game and over 7 rebounds a game. So you got some quality players, and you get everybody working together here tonight. You never know what can happen.
Yeah, I kind of feel bad for Brock Hoekstra tonight with the matchups he's going to face inside for Randolph with their interior game, their size.
Yeah, you want me to do what? Keep him away from the basket?
No, and you want me not to get in foul trouble as I do that? I mean, that's asking a huge amount out of that young man.
Well, let's take a break right now. We'll come back to wrap up our pregame show, and we'll be taking a look at the injury report and some other items before we start the beginning of the game. So that's all coming up in a few minutes as the Home and Auto Sales pregame show continues live from Randolph High School and RP Sports.
The Boathouse Pub and Eatery on the shores of Fox Lake serves lunch and supper with the best view of Fox Lake. Their menu gives you many delicious options like burgers, pizza, nachos, chicken, sandwiches, wraps, and so much more. The Boathouse has great specials Monday through Saturday, including all-you-can-eat chicken wings, all-you-can-eat spaghetti, burgers and fries, tacos, and of course their amazing fish fry. Bring your friends or make new ones at the Boathouse Pub and Eatery on Chief Kuno Trail, Fox Lake. Randolph Family Dental understands families. Dr. Ross Werner and his daughters Dr. Madeline Werner and Dr. Muriel Werner are there to take care of all of your family's dental needs. They are committed to the highest level of care for their patients, and Randolph Family Dental is currently taking new patients. Call them at 920-326-3191. That's 920-326-3191. Good luck, Rockets, from the friendly staff at Randolph Family Dental. Chad and Tricia Dinkle, owners of Otter's Inn Bar and Grill in Randolph, invite you to join them for their excellent food and fun things to do. You'll love their prime rib served up every other Saturday. Be treated to Otter's liver and onions featured on the third Wednesday each month, and get together with friends every Saturday at 1:30 for their euchre tournament. Otter's Inn Bar and Grill wishes the Randolph Rockets good luck in today's game and invites you to bring friends over for a night of fun, food, and drinks. Otter's is located at 179 Stark Street, Randolph. Quaid Real Estate, LLC in downtown Fox Lake specializes in waterfront and residential properties. With 40 years of real estate experience, Julie and Sonia offer the knowledge to guide you through the home buying and selling process. Quaid Real Estate is open full-time and offer professional photography with drone imagery. It's a seller's market and the inventory is low. If you expect more, contact the company that cares. Quaid Real Estate, area leader in listings and solds at 920-928-2422 or visit QuaidRealEstate.com.
They've had some nice teams, a lot of height on it, but Randolph just had those unbelievable, maybe one of the best teams in the entire state, even though they're a small school. They play in tournaments and do well against the Madison Memorials and the Milwaukee Rufus Kings and the schools like that, because they had a future NBA player with Greg Steensma. They had Ryan Tillema, who ended up going up to UWGB, a 6'8" player that could handle a ball like a guard. They were taller than, I think they were the tallest college team in the state that one year with all those guys. A couple 6'8", a 7-footer out there, a couple 6'6". I think Tyler Fisher was on that team too. He's good friends with Greg Steensma.
They definitely grow them big over here, don't they? Right? If you look even later, Kyle Kelm, another guy was 6'10" or 6'11" maybe. Yeah,
you had Tyler Salk, about a 6'5" or a 6 guy, and like a man-child out there, a little bit like a Travis Elvin or something. And he had a nice career, and then went over to Platteville and played for Bo Ryan over there. And I think he's been over at Wanakee as an assistant coach for some years now. But yeah, it's just a great tradition of basketball, really, on both sides. Even the girls, like the Central Wisconsin Christian, we've had every year. There was a time about 4 or 5 years ago when they were struggling as the boys team here. They had like 4 girls over 6 foot tall, and the boys team had one guy that was just 6 foot even. And they had, so that's those Dutch genetics out there, and they grow some tall kids out there, and they like their basketball too in both schools. Again, Randolph getting set to take on and host the Central Wisconsin Christian Crusaders. And we're going to take a break right now and come back with the starting lineups in the beginning of tonight's game on RP Sports.
Tina from Tea's Cup and Cream in Randolph invites you to check out what's new at her shop. Tea's has added some delicious soup choices. Shop their fun collection of spring merchandise. Coming March 15th, Tea's Cup and Cream introduces the acai berry. Not only are they tasty, but this super berry is high in antioxidants and goes well with yogurt, peanut butter, and granola. Also, Tea's has rearranged their seating for a more comfortable experience. Don't worry, they still have excellent choices of coffee, lattes, cappuccinos, bakery items, and more. Have a relaxing time with friends and family at Tea's Cup and Cream, downtown Randolph.
Sam's Well Drilling would like to congratulate the Randolph Rockets on a great season. Providing well drilling services to the area for over 50 years. Trust the best and trust Sam's Well Drilling. They are a geothermal loop contractor. For more details on the services they offer, check out samswelldrilling.com. Sam's Well Drilling, located just outside of Randolph. Go Rockets from everyone at Sam's Well Drilling of Randolph. Well worth it. It's Sam's Well Drilling.
Roberts Brothers Painting of Randolph is a proud supporter of Randolph Rockets athletics. Family owned and operated since 1958, the Roberts Brothers have the skills, knowledge, and techniques to get your exterior paint job done right. No matter your painting needs, Roberts Brothers Painting uses the finest materials and equipment to guarantee a professional job that you'll be proud of. For more info, visit robertsbrotherspainting.com or give Hugh or Paul, the Roberts Brothers, a call at 326-5103 or 326-6214 for all of your exterior painting needs. Quaid Real Estate LLC in downtown Fox Lake specializes in waterfront and residential properties. With 40 years of real estate experience, Julie and Sonia offer the knowledge to guide you through the home buying and selling process. Quaid Real Estate is open full-time and offer professional photography with drone imagery. It's a seller's market and the inventory is low. If you expect more, contact the company that cares. Quaid Real Estate, area leader in listings and solds at 920-928-2422 or visit QuaidRealEstate.com.
Did you know that Ergo Bank of Marquezan and Fox Lake offers Casasa Rewards checking accounts? All Casasa Rewards accounts include refunds on ATM withdrawal fees. When you meet the monthly qualification criteria, there's no monthly maintenance fee and no minimum balance requirement. Best of all, you get rewarded for things you probably do anyway, such as using your debit card and setting up a direct deposit. Discover the benefits of opening a Casasa Rewards checking account at Ergo Bank of Marquezan and Fox Lake.
And now for your starting lineup. First, for the visiting Central Wisconsin Christian Crusaders. 6-foot junior forward number 1, Dave Leapstraw.
Welcome back to Randolph High School. A pretty good crowd here. You can feel as you get further and further into the playoffs, you're going to get a lot of people show up. And, of course, CWC just down the road. And some of these kids are actually from Randolph. They draw from here. They've got a Lutheran school over here, I should say, a Christian school over here. And a lot of those kids that go there end up going to high school over at Central Wisconsin Christian.
Yeah, communities certainly know each other extremely well, and yeah, a lot of families that have relatives in Randolph or in Waupun.
There was a time I did a girls' game over here at the old gym here in Randolph, and CWC against Randolph, and all 10 girls on the court were from Randolph. They all came out there, they kind of laughed, but it's, they all know each other, probably best friends with all of them. So let's take a look at the starting lineup for both teams. First of all, for the Randolph Rockets, Carter Meredith averaging 6 points a game, a 5'10 sophomore. Sam Grieger, a 6'4 senior, 22 points a game. He shoots the three, over 7 rebounds a game, 5 assists a game. 6'4 senior. Travis Alvin, the big guy inside, a 6'6 senior, averaging 18 points a game and 11 rebounds a game. Jake Dykstra, 6'2 sophomore, in the starting lineup, and Ben Neiman, also another great guy underneath. He gets better every time I see him, and he averages 7.5 points a game, over 5 rebounds a game, a 6'4 senior. For the Crusaders, wearing their away jerseys right now, the blue jerseys with the gold lettering. Cade Bleestra, 10.5 points a game for him, and he's a 6-foot junior. Will Sines, their scoring leader, 18 points a game, leads the team in assists with a 6-foot junior. Caleb Slings, a 5'8 senior. Bailey Skulm, 6 points a game for him, a 6'2 junior. And Brock Hoekstra, a 6'3 sophomore, 11 points a game for him. And the tip is won by the Randolph Rockets. We are underway in Randolph. So man-to-man defense being played right now by the Crusaders. Meredith has it by the free throw line, gives up the dribble, gets over to Grieger. Oh, he's trying to look for Big Travis inside. Along the baseline with it now is Dykstra, gets cut off, in a little trouble right now. Gets it back over to Meredith and puts it up and in. Nice job going right at Sling. Nice movement without the ball, and he gets rewarded with an easy shot over on the left side. First points of the game go to the Randolph Rockets.
And good job of keeping your composure there under trapping and pressure, finding the open man.
If you want to let us know that you're out here, don't hesitate to go onto the chat and just put a little message. Just say hi, nothing else. We'll have some people from out of state that'll be watching this here tonight. Crusaders with the basketball out on top. Skulm was going to launch up a three. The lefty puts it up, rims around, no good. And Travis Alvin goes and gets the rebound. Randolph leading 2-0 with the basketball now.
One-handed rip down by Travis Alvin there.
Grieger has it, and Will Sines assigned to trying to keep up with him. Back to Meredith out on top, passes right side along the arch Over to Travis Alvin, and kicks it back to Grigor. Wide open three is on the way, comes up well short, and Slings gets the rebound for the Crusaders, gives it up to Will Sines to bring it up. And he sees a little gap, throws up a three, and gets it to go. Will Sines, it'll step back, nobody went back with him, and he finishes. Randolph now trailing CWC 3-2.
Yeah, again, I think when you're coming in, you're not the favored team playing the best team in the state, D5. I think you have to take those opportunities and try and shoot some threes, and you just hope you make some of them.
I think it's kind of what Kewaskum girls did against Waupun. They're not a three-point shooting team, but man, they made, I don't know, six or as a team, maybe six in that game yesterday. One player with like 3 or 4 of them, and not normally their game. Here's a three-pointer by Meredith in the corner. That one is no good, and getting the rebound. Nice job. Stepping in is Brock Hoekstra. Travis kind of coming on his way down at that time, and good way to go up. You got to go after it hard if you play against Randolph for those rebounds. Got to want it. Sines has it out on top, gives it back over to Slings, top of the key, passes left over to Bailey Skolma.
A lot of movement in the CWC offense right now, doing a nice job swinging the ball.
Well, Sines with a miss, and coming down the other way, here goes Sam Grigor, comes up short on the shot, getting the rebound. It's Ben Neiman. He gets the rebound and puts it back in. It is now 4-3 in favor of the Rockets.
Coach Gibbon calling out a couple of sets here, what he wants.
Crusaders with the basketball. Vliestra has it in the lane, gets it over to Hoekstra. Being guarded by Elvin. And it takes in the lane and goes up with the right hand. It's going to get called for a travel. Too bad he made the shot at the end, but he dragged his foot, took a little extra step with that left foot, and gets called for the travel. Ball going back to the Rockets, leading 4-3.
Hoekstra not afraid to take it right at big Travis Alvin, challenging him.
Meredith being guarded by Slings, passes the ball down to the right side down to Dykstra. Grigor, he's a great ball handler, finds his team, does everything well, defends very well.
Travis Alvin drawing a lot of attention right now. It's a pack-in defense with him in there.
Grigor goes up and it goes in, bobbles around a little bit on the rim. Well, draws the foul.
Alvin drawing a lot of attention right now. It's a pack-in defense with him in there.
Grigor goes up and it goes in, bobbles around a little bit.
Foul goes on Brock Hoekstra. That's one thing we were wondering, if he can stay out of foul trouble with the bigs he has to cover.
Sam, an 80% free throw shooter, gets that one to go. 7-3 now in favor of Randolph over Central Wisconsin Christian. This is again a regional semifinal in Division 5. Randolph ranked number 1. Vliestra on the top, passes it up to Skolma along the left side. Slings has it down in the corner, dribbles out of the corner, and back out on top over to Will Sines. Yeah, the winner of the ball game will be playing coming up tomorrow, and Hoekstra with the basket for Central Wisconsin Christian. 7-5 the lead for the Rockets. Now the game in the other half of this part of the nice drive to the basket. He's just left-handed anyway, but still a nice hard drive and finishes right up by the rim on the shot by Grigor.
Yeah, his crossover is as good as anybody in the game in the high school level.
Now the winner of this ball game will be playing coming up tomorrow, and I believe they moved it now to 7 o'clock. It was 4 o'clock. Now switcheroo in a bunch of games, and because the girls got moved to 1 o'clock tomorrow for a sectional championship in Division 5, their game against Albany. And the boys were at 4 o'clock, but they decided, I just found out when I got to Randolph tonight, that they moved them to 7 o'clock, which means we can bring our crew here with the video and everything tomorrow night. Well, almost tossed away. Good job by Science to chase it down. And the winner of this ball game will be playing against Lourdes Academy. And Oakfield game is being played over at Oakfield tonight. Ball goes out of bounds, and Grigor can't get to it. Steps on the sideline. It'll be CWC basketball. Central Wisconsin, I should say Randolph, if they had to meet up and win this ball game and they ended up meet up against Lourdes Academy, it's a team that I don't know if you were here or not when they played them last time, but they gave that Randolph a pretty good game and didn't even have their lead scorer on the court. He was out on a suspension at the time. So it might be an interesting matchup in that game coming up tomorrow, if that's who ends up winning for both games.
If that's who ends up winning is right. That's
but Oakfield won. They won that conference. They finished ahead of Lord's Academy. So Oakfield hosting and definitely the favorite to win that game over at Oakfield tonight. Cross-court pass over to Hoekstra. Gets it back on top to Vliestra.
Randolph sticking with man-to-man defense. Everybody in a good stance. Just nothing special. They've gotten good gap help there on penetration so far this evening.
Scienzi gets by Dykstra, then scoops one up. Almost got it to go tough. But Travis Elvin goes up and gets the rebound.
He elevated for that one. About as high as I've seen Travis elevate.
Neiman gets it back out on top. Over to Grigger, going on that left side. You got to take that left from him because he's
a lot of
strong
contact
left. The rebound by Elvin. He's in a little pump fake, goes up strong, and you try to block that one, you probably go up to the rim with it with the ball. But a nice finish there by Travis to get his first points of the ball game. By the left elbow, Signs puts it up and in. Tough shot. Defender right on him, but a good finish. 11-7 the score now in favor of Randolph on your new medical integrated healthcare scoreboard.
Nice.
Thank all of our sponsors for making our presentation here tonight possible. Good pass to Dykstra underneath, but he overlays it. A good find underneath.
Yeah, he might have been surprised at how open he was. A little bit rushed there.
So Signs has it now with an opportunity to tighten this ball game back up, getting it inside to Hoekstra. Get it back out on top of Signs. He'll launch up a three in, front of the rim, no good. And Elvin will grab the rebound.
Grigger, you could see that one coming.
Oh, puts it in, flexes, will grab the rebound. And gets fouled again, another and one opportunity for Sam Grigger.
See that one coming.
Remember to write Sam, putting a lot of marks in that, and sometimes they run out of room in the box for his scoring.
Use the fine tip pen for Sam Grigger's scoring totals. That's just a great move there. A little hesitation, you know, he's left-handed. Just get that defender to rise up a hair. Then he explodes again the second time, and then he's so long. List him at 6'4", but I don't know, he's more like a 6'6", maybe 6'7" player with those long arms.
Yeah, a lot of block shots that he averages in a game. And he's just a special player and a hard one. He's everything he does, like you said, maybe the best crossover for the high school kid that you're going to see anywhere. Before you know it, with those long legs, he's to the rim before you even have a chance to react to it. Ben Imba in the ball game now for the Crusaders. Vliestra down the corner. He's going to end up drawing the foul on the Rockets. Good little pump fake getting Sam Grigger in the air. Got around him and then gets fouled on his way to the basket.
Travis Elvin. That is the first foul on Randolph. Only 2 against CWC. Been a clean game so far.
Definitely leaving some room for Imba out there. I'm thinking he's a threat from shooting anywhere, any distance away from the basket. Cody Van Herwarden also out there for the Crusaders at this time. Gives it over to Slings. And back on top over to Cade Vliestra. Heard some people use 3 syllables in his name, Vliestra. But us being of in a Dutch community, we know how to say all the names. And Herwarden, Vliestra, Imba gets the ball and comes up a little short. And creating a little contact, falling away, comes up short. Randolph gets the rebound, leading now 13-7. Almost halfway through the first half of action here at Randolph High School.
We're seeing Imba guarding Travis Elvin now.
Travis, a nice strong move to the basket, but timeout is taken on the court. We'll be back in a minute with more boys basketball action after this on RP Sports.
Tina from Tea's Cup and Cream in Randolph invites you to check out what's new at her shop. Tea's has added some delicious soup choices. Shop their fun collection of spring merchandise. Coming March 15th, Tea's Cup and Cream introduces the acai berry. Not only are they tasty, but this super berry is high in antioxidants and goes well with yogurt, peanut butter, and granola. Also, Tea's has rearranged their seating for a more comfortable experience. Don't worry, they still have excellent choices of coffee, lattes, cappuccinos, bakery items, and more. Have a relaxing time with friends and family at Tea's Cup and Cream, downtown Randolph.
Sam's Well Drilling would like to congratulate the Randolph Rockets on a great season. Providing well drilling services to the area for over 50 years. Trust the best and trust Sam's Well Drilling. They are a geothermal loop contractor. For more details on the services they offer, check out samswelldrilling.com. Sam's Well Drilling, located just outside of Randolph. Go Rockets from everyone at Sam's Well Drilling of Randolph. Well worth it. It's Sam's Well Drilling.
Takes a timeout with this team trailing 13-7. You're halfway through the first half, just down by 6. And opportunities to maybe make it a little bit tighter game. A good job by the Crusaders taking on the #1 ranked team in Division 5, the Randolph Rockets, in the Rockets' house. Makes it double hard. Last time they met, the 30-point loss by the Crusaders, that was over at Central Wisconsin Christian in Waupun.
Yeah, they've had a good 9 minutes here to open this contest.
Talking about some of the switches that they had out there with some of the games that we are all playing, like the girls basketball game for a nice job by Emba going up on the left side. He's got some hops. I saw him try to dunk one in the last time I saw him play, and he was way above the rim, just lost control of the basketball, but athletic young man. 13-9 now, the lead. Meredith, wide open three, left corner up, and that is good. Mentioned that in the pregame, that he's been starting to hit those threes a little more consistently.
He took one earlier in the game from that same spot, came up quite a bit short. That time you could see when he let it go, it was going to go in.
Sines goes to the basket, gets the shot partially blocked, and Randolph comes up with it. Here goes Grigger to the basket, a little floater from 5 feet in front of the rim. Total body control on that one, and finishes at the end.
Yeah, it's a special shot right there.
We got a foul on the Randolph Rockets. Diedrich Meyer picks up a foul. They say maybe using the elbow a little bit on that drive to the basket by Sines. This is the second foul. Both teams only with 2 team fouls so far, so foul-free game. And Sines from the right elbow, and that one misses, and getting the rebound is Meredith. And he gets quite a few rebounds, actually, for his size out there. He's less than his 5'10". That might be stretching it a little bit, but he's just very aggressive at getting a nice little spin to his left. Or should say to his right. Before he knew it, he was wide open with Sam Grigger, and another one off the glass and in for him. So many moves.
Yeah, that's an incredible shot right there. That's fun to watch. A floater the time before. It's something you don't just pull out on the game day. You got to practice that stuff a little bit.
Pass inside to Hoekstra. He kind of gets shoved underneath the basket a little bit, but he does finish. Nice job. Good move inside and good finish by Brock Hoekstra. 20-11 now in favor of Randolph. 7:20 and counting down here in the first half of action. Another three-pointer on the way by Meredith is no good, and Sines gets the rebound, pushes it up in a hurry now for the Crusaders. It's cut off, gets over to Van Herwarden. Close to the 7-minute mark left. We'll pass into Hoekstra going on the right side, gets blocked by Grigger from behind, and Herwarden steps in to get to Emba inside, and it's up with left hand, misses, and a rebound by Hoekstra, misses the putback, and ball kept alive. Here to go, Slings and a layup. Nice job on the offensive glass by the Crusaders. Finally into a Van Herwarden, tipping it out of there right to his teammate Slings, and getting the basket is Caleb Slings, his first points of the game.
Yeah, that's just a nice job of high energy and getting after it.
Ball out on top, here goes Grigger. He gets it on a run to the basket, and he can hang in the air for a while too and just wait for the defender goes by, curls it around with his arms and gets it to go. What kind of looks he's getting, but he should be getting nothing else in the in the WEAC. And nice little shot in the lane, kind of fading away just a little bit, elevates, but 12-footer straight away, and a nice finish by Will Sines.
And Grigger has got 13 points already in this game. Still 6 minutes left in the first half.
Goes Elvin in the lane and turns around and kind of forces one up there with the left hand. That's no good. And the Crusaders make it one and done and bring it up the other way.
Again, play being called out by Coach Givens.
Signs with another, well, it's faded away a little bit, and that one comes up short, and here goes Grigger getting past everybody. This has to beat Signs, and gets fouled on his way to the basket. It's tripped up by another, well, it's faded away a little bit, and that one comes up short, and here goes Grigger getting past everybody.
Rip down,
this has to beat
rebound
Signs,
above the rim, rip it down.
Fouled on his way to the basket.
Take it out of traffic, on the dribble, all the way to the rack.
He shot right past some of the defenders who were just kind of not running as hard as he was back, and he just wanted it more and got up the court in a hurry before they got there. And only one guy to beat, and he tripped him up for a foul.
And that's, you know, that's Grigger just forcing the action, creating the foul.
Takes the first free throw. Skolma coming back in the ball game. Ben Neiman's coming in now for the Rockets. Also, Caden McNichol checking into the game. Little break for Travis Elvin right now. I recognize that referee that just threw the ball up there. Did you carpool with him over to Randolph?
I did, believe it or not.
Neiman with the rebound after that miss. Gets it back out to Grigger. Yeah, your son Austin out there, and I always love seeing young officials out on the court. This sport needs that. And here goes Meredith. Pops one in from straight away, 3-point range. His second three, he's got 8 in the ball game. Flexing all the way down the court. Randolph opens up a double-figure lead.
Clap of his hands on defense, trying to excite his teammates.
Leister gets cut off, and the ball gets knocked loose. And good job picking it up and going right to the rack with it as Bailey Skolma. It's his first points of the game, but still a 9-point lead for Randolph at 4:44 and counting down. Lob pass over on the left side, and Dykstra takes it, gets it back out on top. Now in the hands of Caden McNichol. McNichol has it top of the key, passes up the three. Bigger cross-court pass right side over to Dykstra. And Meredith goes, I'll take it and shoot it if you guys don't want it. It's a little too strong, and Emba gets the rebound. And Harewarden brings it up along the right side now for the Crusaders.
Emba getting a lot of minutes tonight, playing well. Some rebounds, scoring some points.
Good call for a travel. Trying to get it over to his teammate Skolma, who wasn't open right the second that he wanted to get it to him, so he hesitated and then moved that other foot and gets called for the travel. I think one of our sponsors, Dairyland Auto Center, right here in Randolph. Another video maybe didn't make it over here with us, so we're going to mention them a few extra times here today. Micah Voskill has been the owner of the place now for just a short while, but he was an employee there for over 20 years. 3-point shot up and no good. Getting the rebound is Dykstra off his body and out of bounds. So, and Micah Dykstra, they've got all those ASE certified mechanics over there. They have top end Napa parts. Do anything from changing your tire, changing your oil, put a new battery in for you, and also take care of your replace a transmission too. They can do everything. So the high quality of work and service you're going to get over at Dairyland Auto is still there with Micah Voskill at the helm. Thanks for helping us bring you this game tonight. A little short on the shot by Bailey Skolma. A little fight for the ball right now, and finally coming up with it. Well, stepping on the end line as Dykstra didn't know where to go with it. Trying to find someone to pass it to, and finally going to move this foot on the end line, and it'll be CWC basketball.
Yeah, better to turn it over that way than to throw it underneath the hoop. It's a pretty good decision, I think, by that young man. You want to give your opponents a chance for an easy basket by throwing it under your opponent's basket.
Leister Hassett gets it over to Hoekstra. And Harewarden back over to Hoekstra, sees a lane to the basket, gets blocked by Neiman, and it goes right in the hands of Sam Grigger to bring it up now for Randolph. Nice pass up the court over to Neiman after the block gets rewarded. From Sam, gets it right back to him for hustling the court. He gets himself a lay-in. 4 points for Ben. Yeah, they go at it, do so well too. He just got it above the ball and just made a real obvious clean block.
Well, those long arms, they get you up there, that's for sure.
That's why you had to have longer arms. I couldn't get very far off the floor, so I needed longer arms to get a little higher up. Signs from the right corner, puts it up a little too strong, and Dykstra gets the rebound for the Rockets. 2:27 and counting down. And another foul, maybe on Bleach. 27 and counting down.
Yep.
Yeah, just the 14th foul, only 2 on Randolph.
Call that on Will Science.
Fouls.
Really second, according to the scoreboard.
Okay.
I didn't have him down in that, but I could have missed one.
So Randolph with a basketball and an 11-point lead, 28-17. Oh, wow, what a move. Body behind the backboard, reaching out to the front of the backboard and finishing right by the rim on the shot by Sam Gregory. He's got all the tricks.
You're right about the scoring thing. I had to move to the second tier of my scorebook there to.
I'm usually really sloppy when I put it in there, too, and I'm really neat on his. There's a 2-point basket from the right side. Bailey Skolma gets his 4th point.
Just had a toe on the line, very close to being a 3-pointer.
Good job by Travis. Looked like he was going to maybe plow some guys over, but he's just good control of his body. 3-pointer from straight away by Caden McNichol. Another county he heard from, getting his first points.
He says if you're going to pack the paint and double and triple on Elvin and Ben Neiman, they're going to throw it out. I'm going to make a few. You have to play more honest.
33-19 in favor of the Rockets on your new medical integrated healthcare scoreboard. Ball lost by Van Herwarden, and Travis Elvin comes up with it. Just over a minute to play here in the first half. 14-point lead for the Rockets. And they'd love to have that meeting, be able to win a couple of games and some tough games to get there, but they might be on a collision course in the sectional semifinal against Reedsville. 3-pointer again. You're feeling it, Gives him a hot hand, and right now it's Caden McNichol. Second 3 and 2 trips down the court.
Yeah, that's a nice looking shot too. He's perfect rotation.
Feeling it. Gives him a hot hand, and right now it's Caden McNichol.
You can tell
second
that was
3 and 2 trips down the court.
Yeah, that's a nice looking shot too. Perfect rotation. Good shot.
If you look at that chat button, hit it, and maybe type something to us, let us know you're out there. Quite a few computers logged in so far here in the watching this ball game. We had 650, I believe, at one time in that game last night with Kewaskum and Waupun. Sitting at 83 right now here at Randolph. Long 3 by Will Science. A little bit short. Travis Elvin gets the rebound with 27 seconds left. Gives it up to Greger. He'll bring it up for Randolph.
Good decision to hold right there. Maybe go for the last shot.
That's Sam. I've seen him in his driveway every time I go visit our friends Candy and Harley Bowaldo, who I hope are watching tonight and listening. And I see that basketball on the other side of from their backyard of Sam shooting and his sister shooting. That was no good. And full court heave towards the basket is no good. Got to keep them low here. There's low ceiling in Randolph. But after 1 half of action, the Randolph Rockets leading the Crusaders of Central Wisconsin Christian by a score of 36-19. We'll be back with more boys basketball action and take a look at things at halftime right after this on RP Sports.
Roberts Brothers Painting of Randolph is a proud supporter of Randolph Rockets athletics. Family owned and operated since 1958, the Roberts Brothers have the skills, knowledge, and techniques to get your exterior paint job done right, no matter your painting needs. Roberts Brothers Painting uses the finest materials and equipment to guarantee a professional job that you'll be proud of. For more info, visit robertsbrotherspainting.com or give Hugh or Paul, the Roberts Brothers, a call at 326-5103 or 326-6214 for all of your exterior painting needs. Quaid Real Estate LLC in downtown Fox Lake specializes in waterfront and residential properties. With 40 years of real estate experience, Julie and Sonia offer the knowledge to guide you through the home buying and selling process. Quaid Real Estate is open full-time and offer professional photography with drone imagery. It's a seller's market and the inventory is low. If you expect more, contact the company that cares. Quaid Real Estate, area leader in listings and solds at 920-928-2422 or visit QuaidRealEstate.com. Chad and Tricia Dinkle, owners of Otter's Inn Bar and Grill in Randolph, invite you to join them for their excellent food and fun things to do. You'll love their prime rib served up every other Saturday. Be treated to Otter's liver and onions featured on the third Wednesday each month, and get together with friends every Saturday at 1:30 for their euchre tournament. Otter's Inn Bar and Grill wishes the Randolph Rockets good luck in today's game and invites you to bring friends over for a night of fun, food, and drinks. Otter's is located at 179 Stark Street, Randolph. Randolph Family Dental understands families. Dr. Ross Werner and his daughters Dr. Madeline Werner and Dr. Muriel Werner are there to take care of all of your family's dental needs. They are committed to the highest level of care for their patients, and Randolph Family Dental is currently taking new patients. Call them at 920-326-3191. That's 920-326-3191. Good luck, Rockets, from the friendly staff at Randolph Family Dental. The Boathouse Pub and Eatery on the shores of Fox Lake serves lunch and supper with the best view of Fox Lake. Their menu gives you many delicious options like burgers, pizza, nachos, chicken, sandwiches, wraps, and so much more. The Boathouse has great specials Monday through Saturday, including all-you-can-eat chicken wings, all-you-can-eat spaghetti, burgers and fries, tacos, and of course their amazing fish fry. Bring your friends or make new ones at the Boathouse Pub and Eatery on Chief Kuno Trail, Fox Lake. A&B Fitness Concepts in Randolph is accepting new members. A&B Fitness is a workout facility dedicated to helping all of its members reach their fitness goals. They offer fitness classes with a personal feel, small group personal training, and one-on-one personal training, all in a non-intimidating environment in order to fit the needs.
We are back at Randolph High School, and the Rockets now have opened up a 17-point lead. They lead 36-19 for the visiting Central Wisconsin Christian Crusaders, and we were entertained with a little half-time shootout from who could make the first shot from half court. There was a young man, and then there was Jory Bawalda out there, their star player for the girls that are one game away from the state tournament. They'll be playing that game tomorrow, but first shot off the backboard and then game over.
Yeah, they thought that would go. They've got to find some other entertainment for halftime. They thought that would last 5 minutes. Jory drills it on the first attempt.
Yeah, what do I win?
Maybe that's a little sign of what something's going to come in the game. Maybe she'll drill a half-pointer to win one. She the state.
She does everything. She's the main rebounder, the main scorer on the team. Might be her sister, I believe, Presley, who was their scoring leader the other day when they had their sectional semifinal. Presley, she was 13 points and was the leading scorer on the team that night. I think Jory just had 9 points. But they've got a nice team, and they play a really great defense. And it'll be they play against Albany, and Albany's a pretty good team. But what they're actually ranked 9th in the state. So we'll see how their game is. They got moved from Central Wisconsin Christian School. That's one of those games that got moved. They got moved down to McFarland at 1 o'clock tomorrow afternoon, and that moved the boys' game from 4 o'clock to 7 o'clock, and that's why we'll have the video streaming like this again coming up tomorrow. So that's all explained. Let's talk about the first half of action. CWC kind of hung in there for a while, about halfway through, and then Randolph just kind of pulling away, and just a lot of Mr. Number 20 out there, finding different ways to score. He is a special athlete.
He certainly is, and I mean, CWC came in with a game plan. They really packed the paint defensively. They took away Travis Alvin for the most part. They took away Ben Neiman, the bigs inside, but then Carter Meredith able to knock down some threes, and then Sam Greger just able to take it off the dribble. He's one of the better guards in the state of Wisconsin. I don't care what division. He is. He's got the size. He's got extreme length, and then I talked about his crossover earlier. I mean, that's as good as anybody. And he's so long armed. Maybe that's why it's easier for him. You know, you think of maybe Peyton that played for the Bucks back in the day. He had those long arms. He could cross over down by the floor and explosive first step, and then he just rises up. And yeah, that's a tough matchup for any high school player to try and stop.
I don't know what to tell the Christian school. They were doing some good things out there to kind of hang around, but man, Sam will just, before you know it, then another 6 quick points go up on the board, and then all of a sudden you go from being 4 points down to 9 or 10 points down, and Randolph can score in a hurry. And then you get some of the other guys that don't normally score a lot out there sinking baskets, like Caden McNichol comes a couple trips down the court, back-to-back trips. He just launches very confidently looking threes right down the middle of the hoop. And what are you going to do when you're trying to stop 2 guys and 3 guys out there, and then all of a sudden another guy comes off the bench and starts scoring too? So.
Right, and that's exactly what, pick your poison if you're CWC, trying to take away the bigs inside, as I said, and then, yeah, here's a guy comes off the bench. You say, if you're Coach Gibbons, I'm sure he's saying, we're not going to go out to the three-point line and cover this guy. We're going to help inside. And then the guy makes a couple of them. What can you do? There's nothing really you can do as far as changing your plan. But if you go out and run at them, then they're going to throw it back to the interior. So yeah. It's a tough matchup.
Once we go through the scoring here before we take another break and come back with the second half.
First off, for the Crusaders, Will Sion leads them with 7 points. Caleb Slings with 2. Bailey Skolma has 4. A couple made who. Ben Emba with 2 points. And Brock Hookstra with 4 points. And for Randolph, for the Rockets, Carter Meredith with 8. He has 2 made 3-pointers. Sam Grieger has 16 points. He has yet to make a 3-pointer. Caden McNichol with 6. He has 2 made 3-pointers. Travis Elvin, only 2 points for the big guy. And Ben Neiman with 4.
Yeah, it just shows the depth of the Randolph. They're getting more depth, and that makes them all that much more dangerous. So it used to be you just had to stop a couple of guys and just other guys to go to, and everybody's getting a little more confidence, stepping up. And it looks like Tyler Fisher kind of said, yeah, go ahead when you got some opportunities. That'll make us a better team. So right now your halftime score is Randolph leading CWC 36-19. Randy and I will be back along with Jeff on the video streaming in just 90 seconds on RP Sports.
Tina from Tea's Cup and Cream in Randolph invites you to check out what's new at her shop. Tea's has added some delicious soup choices. Shop their fun collection of spring merchandise. Coming March 15th, Tea's Cup and Cream introduces the acai berry. Not only are they tasty, but this super berry is high in antioxidants and goes well with yogurt, peanut butter, and granola. Also, Tea's has rearranged their seating for a more comfortable experience. Don't worry, they still have excellent choices of coffee, lattes, cappuccinos, bakery items, and more. Have a relaxing time with friends and family at Tea's.
Sam's Well Drilling would like to congratulate the Randolph Rockets on a great season, providing well drilling services to the area for over 50 years. Trust the best and trust Sam's Well Drilling. They are a geothermal loop contractor. For more details on the services they offer, check out samswelldrilling.com. Sam's Well Drilling, located just outside of Randolph. Go Rockets from everyone at Sam's Well Drilling of Randolph. Well worth it. It's Sam's Well Drilling.
Roberts Brothers Painting of Randolph is a proud supporter of Randolph Rockets athletics. Family owned and operated since 1958, the Roberts Brothers have the skills, knowledge, and techniques to get your exterior paint job done right, no matter your painting needs. Roberts Brothers Painting uses the finest materials and equipment to guarantee a professional job that you'll be proud of. For more info, visit robertsbrotherspainting.com or give Hugh or Paul, the Roberts Brothers, a call at 326-5103 or 326-6214 for all of your exterior paint.
Ben Mulder out there, and one of our viewers of the 82 computers logged down. What was the question that Ben asked?
He says, where do you think this Randolph team ranks among the past Randolph State teams? It's a good question.
That's a good question. It was hard to tell from different eras and different kinds of basketball, but of course the greatest teams when they had a future NBA player with Steensma out there, and we mentioned them earlier, Ryan Tillema out there, the Fisher brothers. They just had an unbelievable team that could play with all the big schools. And I'd say they're not quite up to that level, but man, that Sam Grieger is definitely a special athlete and unbelievable team that can play with all the big Travis schools. Alvin, maybe, and I'd say they're not quite up to that level, but man, that Sam Grieger is definitely a special guy's big strong man child out there. So they're pretty good. I mean, they've had like 10 state championships here in Randolph. Neiman's free throw is good.
I'll say they're in the top 10 teams.
Yeah.
How's that for a scapegoat?
It's a cowardly answer. It
is.
So.
And Neiman knocking them both down, the big guy.
I like everything about what I see out of him this year. He started really improving about halfway through the season last year, and he just took it to another level. And man, an important cog in there to have another big, mobile, athletic guy inside, besides just Travis inside. He's a nice player. I've seen him pass the ball. The bigs find each other with Travis and Ben underneath, and one out high, a little high-low with the big guys. 38-19 CWC with the ball. Hoekstra gets it over to Bleestra. Gets cut off along the left side. Here goes Hoekstra again in the lane, working against Elvin. Ran into a brick wall. Kicks it back out. She's just not finding any chink in the armor out there to the defense of Randolph. Here goes Slings. He'll launch it up from straight away and gets it to go. Caleb Slings for his 5th point of the ball game. Nice shot.
Yeah, straight on. Perfect rotation again. Nothing but net. I think if you're Christian, you have to think about launching a few threes.
You get it into Elvin, and great train heads right between a couple of the CWC players and finishes and gets fouled to the free throw line to shoot one free throw will be Travis Elvin. Bleestra picks up the foul for the Crusaders. 18-point lead, and Travis trying to add one more to that lead over CWC at the free throw line. Free throws up, no good. Hoekstra gets the rebound, hands it up to Bleestra, brings it up on the right side for the Crusaders.
That's a call that Travis Elvin doesn't get sometimes because he is so strong. A little bit of contact, maybe some hanging on the arm, and officials oftentimes just ignore it because it doesn't look like a foul because he is so strong.
I believe that is Neil Benheisen's on the bench, and he's the one guy in our injury report that he's out. He's on the concussion protocol. That's why he's got the sunglasses on at the end of the bench for the Crusaders right now. And I know he's had one person and I remember Neil playing quite a bit in the games we did in the past, so that's what he's sitting there for.
Yeah, sunglasses on, keep the bright lights out of your eyes, I guess. If you're
Travis will kick it out to Meredith. 3-pointers up, rims out, no good, and Dykstra almost hauls it into the rebound.
And Dykstra frustrated. He's had his hands on a number of balls for offensive rebounds and just trickling off his fingertips. 40-22
now, the lead for the Randolph Rockets. Crusaders with the basketball. Signs throws it away. Sliding about 10 feet across the floor. 40-22 now, the lead for the Randolph Rockets. Crusaders with the basketball. Signs call that foul on throws it away. That's his second foul.
Just because Travis is so strong. I'm sorry. I don't know if he's the one that actually created the foul, but as you said, yeah, body's bouncing off him, flying 10 feet away.
CWLA leading in their ball game, 46-35. Shot in the lane, no good from Hoekstra. We have a tie-up of the basketball and possession arrow pointing toward the Crusaders. Yeah, we are busy. I know we're doing the Laconia girls basketball game coming up tomorrow. Not sure who's doing it. I just know where I got to go. I'm even confused with that sometimes. But we definitely will be up in Wautoma for what should be a great basketball game. Waupun trying to get the state. The girls are for only the second time in program history.
Well, they had a good one last night, folks. Man, 3-point victory for the Lady Warriors.
Oh, a little around from right side to left side. Nice job by Signs, hanging in the air, going to the other side of the basket. Gets his first points of the second half. And Edgewood, a team you got to respect. You know that Coach Tim Alsma said that that's a team that he knows the coach over there. I think it's the Stavnes is the coach. Since he's a pretty quality Coach Tim Alsma said that that's a team that he knows the coach over there. Ben Stavnes, he'll go to the line now.
Neiman very aggressive attacking the rim tonight. Nice job.
That's a nice, especially for a Division V school. I mean, that's, you don't see the size, the athletic ability, and the quality you see from Randolph, and that's just a trademark of the great teams they've had there. And Randy stuck his neck out there and said they are one of the top 10 teams he's seen over at Randolph.
10 gold balls here, right? We'll put them in there. Yeah, that's a.
Yeah, don't put us in that spot.
That's a debate for the watering hole or someplace or the morning restaurant to coffee.
Yeah, one of our sponsors is Otters Inn, and I have a feeling I might be there. Back cut by Skulma inside, goes up with the left hand off the glass and in. Nice job by Bailey Skulma to finish. And we'll go down to Otters. Chad and Tricia down there will be happy to help us with that little argument down there. We just might flip a coin or something over there. But they've got some great food and some great people when you go down to Otters. My favorite place to go, downtown Randolph.
It'd start a citywide feud if you come up with a team in that situation.
And that is a 3-point basket. And that is Dykstra getting his first points of the ball game. Everybody getting into the act right now from downtown. 45-26 in favor of the Rockets. Slings has it, gets it back over to Will Sines.
A little zone here by the Randolph Rockets right now. 2-3 zone defense.
And Randolph will host right here in this gym. You see host all the way through. The higher seeds doing the regionals. Hoekstra turnaround 10-footer comes up short. The ball swatted down the court, and Will Sines is going to chase it down. The hit off the head of Dykstra, and then back into Sines. Hoekstra turnaround 10-footer comes up short. And then put the ball swatted down the court, and Will Sines is going to chase it down. The hit off the head of Dykstra, and then back into.
Officials are checking to make sure Dykstra's all right. He's
sort of
checking his jaw there to make sure everything's in place.
Over 105 computers. Oh, it just kind of went down to 98, but it was over at 105 there for a little bit. Thanks for everybody joining us here tonight on RadioPlusInfo.com.
Goodness.
Nice little move to the basket and finishes with a scoop with the left hand. It's impressive, even though he is left-handed, but it's still an impressive move. That guy just knows how to get to the rim. Only first points of the second half for Sam with 16 in the first half. Three-pointer up by Bailey Skulma. He's a scorer. He was out in the beginning of the season with an injury, and glad to see him back in the lineup for the Crusaders. Nice little look inside. You thought he was going to go to the left corner, but he goes right underneath the basket to Travis Elvin for the easy two.
Skulma, he's got 9 points in the game. Doing a nice job.
I guess when you're down this much, you keep on chucking them up there, and then an offensive foul going to be called.
9 points in the game.
Positioned underneath the basket, and that's going to go.
Doing a nice job
on the Crusaders. When you're down this much, you keep on chucking them up there, and then an offensive foul going to be called.
I think that official.
Like I said, the winner of this ball game plays tomorrow night. If Randolph wins this game, they will be hosting the winner of the Oakfield hosting Lord's Academy game. They played at Oakfield again tonight. They have to come into Randolph's house if they win this ball game, up by 20 right now, 49-29, 12-22 and counting down in the game. Slings loses control. Elvin comes up with it, gets up to Meredith up the court, and he'll back it off and set it up. And good job by Slings, almost knocked it out of his hands, and then a foul. A little frustration. Elvin comes up with it, gets up to Meredith up the court, and he'll back it off and set it up. Get it, make it good job by Slings, almost knocked it out of his hands, and then a foul. And then Harewarden checking in. Bleastra will sit down along with Hoekstra.
It's going to be Will Sines' third foul.
Other games in this half of the sectional has Houston'sford, the number 8 ranked team in the state. They are hosting Green Bay New Lutheran over at Houston, and it is Reedsville, the number 2 ranked team in the state in Division 5, hosting Sheboygan Christian. And I know, Jeff, what's the best advice here for us to tell people that are having trouble getting on, finding the game? I have one of our sponsors is having trouble finding it. And I know, Jeff, what's the best?
RadioPlusInfo.com on YouTube, and then find the first live game. It'll be posted. There's a live game.
Okay, Jana, here's how you do it. You go to Radio Plus Info, RadioPlusInfo.com on YouTube. Radio Plus info on YouTube, and you'll find the game. It should be the first listed game that's on there. They had to change the link to it because of the connection we had in here. So it's radioplusinfo.com on YouTube, and you'll find the game there. Sam Grigger powers one up for a basket and goes to the free throw line to shoot one.
Yeah. Defended well on a couple of them, and then Sam continued to get his own rebound.
Shot from the corner by Slings is no good. Emba goes up and gets the rebound, goes up strong, and he has some major hops. Elevates and puts it in for his 4th point of the ball game.
I saw him play early in the year, and he was a bit raw. I don't know how much basketball he's played, but he's looking good tonight.
Yeah,
playing lots of minutes too. That's what's important.
Yeah, listed as 6'2", but man, he gets up there. You'll play above the rim. Goes Meredith from the left side. Another swish for a 3-point basket for Carter Meredith, his 3rd 3 of the ball game. 54-31 Randolph. And they has it down in the right corner.
One thing Ben Emba is not getting credit for is
a steal by Meredith and being chased down, and puts it up and puts it in. Being chased down by Van Herwart. Nice move there, defense, and 56-31 now the lead for Randolph. We got a timeout on the court. Back after this on RP Sports.
A&B Fitness Concepts in Randolph is accepting new members. A&B Fitness is a workout facility dedicated to helping all of its members reach their fitness goals. They offer fitness classes with a personal feel, small group personal training, and one-on-one personal training, all in a non-intimidating environment in order to fit the needs of their members. Some of the Randolph athletes participating in today's game work out at A&B Fitness Concepts in Randolph. A&B Fitness, give them a call at 920-763-5695. The Boathouse Pub and Eatery on the shores of Fox Lake serves lunch and supper with the best view of Fox Lake. Their menu gives you many delicious options like burgers, pizza, nachos, chicken, sandwiches, wraps, and so much more. The Boathouse has great specials Monday through Saturday, including all-you-can-eat chicken wings, all-you-can-eat spaghetti, burgers and fries, tacos, and of course their amazing fish fry. Bring your friends or make new ones at the Boathouse Pub and Eatery on Chief Kuno Trail, Fox Lake.
Out there that's having a little trouble getting through right now, so make sure that they can find their way and be able to watch the game with everybody else. The over 100 people and computers that are logged into this ball game here tonight. Emba gets the ball inside the Hoekstra, goes up, turns around, didn't quite get it, but Emba gets the rebound, and then traveling call. He kind of got blocked and back in his hands, and
if you're still in the air, that's the correct call, though. Yeah, even if it
he got it back in his hands.
If you get it back while you left the floor and you come back with it, yeah, even if it's another guy, it could be called a tie-up if it was in his hands yet. But if it's blocked back at him, that is the correct call. Looks like some of the Randolph starters might get a little break here with another game coming.
Yeah, you got to play them back to back. It's a little tough here in this regional because you play a Friday night into a Saturday night game. 3-pointer straight away by Meredith. That is no good. Ball knocked loose, and coming up with it is Owen Gould on the court. Now he's laying on the court with Van Herwart and Cody Van Herwart. Away by Meredith. That is no good. Ball knocked loose, and coming up with it is Owen Gould on the court. Now he's laying on the court with Van Herwart and Candy Bawalda along with her husband Har. Watching here tonight, so hello Candy and Har, miss you guys, and we'll see you guys next week if the Randolph girls get to state. That trip up to the frozen tundra. It's going to get up to close to 60 degrees tomorrow. Now Gould's got it to pass up a chance to score. Diedrich Meyer also on the court. Brigger out there, Meredith, and Ben Neiman comes up a little short, and a nice hustle play there by Gould to get it, and chases it down, ties it up. Brigger out there, Meredith quite a ways away to and Ben Neiman. It'll be a little short, and a nice hustle play there by
9:17 left, 56-31 Randolph.
Slings gets the ball over to Hoekstra. She's a little back cut and gets it to Embe inside. And this is a little wide look. Gets a rebound and overshoots it on the other side. Hoekstra gets it. And then we've maybe got a foul on the floor. A little back cut and gets it to Embe inside. And offensive rebound. A little wide look. Gets a rebound and overshoots it on the other side. Hoekstra gets it. And then we've maybe got a foul. Just a second under halfway through this ball game. 56-31, 25-point lead now for the host Randolph Rockets. Looking to get into that game tomorrow night. We will be here for that game. Either way, I think we'll be here for the game. But they could be in a different place. Could be in could be over in Oshkosh, if it's possibly a three-pointer up, and Signs puts it in. Now with 12 points in the game for him.
Yeah, if CWC would come back and win this game, where would that? Yeah, we don't know where that would be.
They'd be on the road either way. They'd be either at Lourdes or Oakfield, because they're both higher seeds. Or CWC being an 8th seed in this battle of 4 and 5 in the other game. Nice job by Travis, getting his feet set, going up strong and finishing. 6 points in the half, 8 points in the ball game for Travis Elvin. Cross-court passing that's way high, going right into the CWC student section. Randolph student section is the bleachers that goes from one side of the court to the other, and they kind of scattered out to make it look like there's not as many people there. And showing the enthusiasm. Well, there's a Crusader shirt in there. I see Jory in the front row with some of her teammates. Gould gets it, free throw line into Elvin. About a 12-footer, but passes up, gets it out to Sam Grigger, and Neiman has it, goes along the baseline, gets cut off by Hoekstra. Good job by Hoekstra cutting off the baseline.
Randolph happy to run clock right now, shorten this game up.
Yeah, good job. Just to let those legs rest a little bit. You're going to be playing tomorrow night. The way things are shaping up now with 24-point lead, 58-34 in favor of Randolph. A little runner towards the rim, no good, and getting his own rebound is Sam Grigger. Not a bad play if you even try to do that. It's kind of a nifty little play. Drive on the left side, and
it's going to be
Sam Grigger.
Shot.
Lisa goes up and gets a nice looking shot. Not a bad play if you even try to do that. Kind of that foul happened little before. Play. Drive on the left side, and Bailey Skoma checks in.
Trayton Lininger coming into the game right now. Is that Lininger or Lininger? Is that?
I think Lininger.
Lininger, okay.
Candy will correct us though if she hears that.
Mr. Running back on the football team.
Yeah, he was a stud out there, man. He was the go-to guy.
Fun to watch, wasn't he? No arm tackles taking that guy down.
No, he always got extra yards at the first contact. Emba gets a pass inside, goes up with the left hand and finishes. Just a sophomore. Love to see him really work on his game and get a little bit better skill set out there. And he could be a pretty interesting player to watch the next couple of years.
Yeah, Randolph not respecting his outside shot there. They're sagging when Emba has the ball, but yeah, he's improved greatly this season.
.640 and counting down to the game. 60-36 to get into Neiman underneath, and he'll power it up there. Misses. Now kind of two Randolph players in Hoekstra. 6:40 and counting down to the game. 60-36 to get into Neiman underneath, and he'll power it up there. Misses. Rockets will kind of possession. Two Randolph players. Again, want to thank Dairyland Auto. And well, we got a 30-second time. We'll talk about them when we get back right after this on RP Sports.
Randolph Family Dental understands families. Dr. Ross Werner and his daughters Dr. Madeline Werner and Dr. Muriel Werner are there to take care of all of your family's dental needs. They are committed to the highest level of care for their patients, and Randolph Family Dental is currently taking new patients. Call them at 920-326-3191. That's 920-326-3191. Good luck, Rockets, from the friendly staff at Randolph Family Dental.
Come on. I don't want that. Trying to click on something else now. I put mid-commercial comes on. I'm going to come out. Okay, Randolph will inbound after that timeout. It looked like Caden McNichol was ready to launch up another three, but decided defender got there in time. Had a couple threes in the first half. Meredith by the left elbow, back out on top to Liniger. Travis Elvin has it out near half court. He'll drive in, gets it back out to Meredith. It's running some clock off right now, and like you said, a good decision maybe. Dykstra looks inside into Elvin, goes up with the left hand and finishes. Puts them at 10 on the night. 8 of those here in the second half, under 6 to play. Randolph leading 62-36.
I would anticipate Travis Elvin, maybe Meredith, be going to the bench soon, rested for tomorrow. Did a nice job kind of running maybe 2 or 3 starters in and 2 or 3 subs at a time here to keep the flow and getting some rest for these players for tomorrow's game.
I think a point of discussion was not be launching any threes up there, trying to get good shots inside, and anything with Travis Elvin within 5 feet of the basket, the ball in his hands, that's a good shot. Meredith taps the ball right back in the hands of Skolma. Yeah, tomorrow afternoon we've got another game. Nice drive to the basket by Signs, and he finishes. Now with 14 in the game for him. Yeah, Randy and I and Jeff will be up at Watoma, the God's country up there, way up north. And they'll be at Watoma High School as the Waupun Lady Warriors will try to get to the state tournament for only the second time in program history. They haven't done it since '96. They lost right away to a very good Kimberly team in that ball game at the field house. It should be a great game taking on sounds like a pretty good Madison Edgewood team. They aren't in the top 10 ranked teams in the state, but they said there's a team to watch out for. This will be Waupun's opponent, and the only thing blocking them from getting into the Rush Center in Green Bay. There we go. Ben, a nice little drive, splits a couple of defenders and finishes up by the rim.
Give him 8 points on the night off the bench.
That should be a crazy game. They didn't do any pre-selling of tickets for the Waupun game. They sold out the 400 pre-sold tickets that they had for the game over at Lemira yesterday.
Go Lions, right?
Yeah, go Lions. A lot of Lemira people must have decided I'm going to tune in. See what's happening in my high school.
Yeah, Go Lions was our chat board, and no Lions team playing. Kind of fun.
Yeah. 650 units were logged on, and there we go. Mr. McNichol dialing up from long distance again. Third 3 of the ball game. Getting a little strut on the way back down the court, feeling it.
I believe he may be 3 out of 4, 3 out of 5 for sure.
67-40 in favor of the Rockets, but cutting it up just a little bit on that turnaround shot. Nice shot by Bailey Skolma. He's got 11 in the ball game. 67-42. We only have 3:15 and counting down in the game. And Dairyland Auto, we were talking about them. We have the ASE certified mechanics there. They'll change your tires, your oil, change your battery, and also change your transmission for you too. They do everything from the small jobs to the big jobs over at Dairyland Auto. And thanks to Micah Boskill, owner there now, for sponsoring high school sports in our broadcast.
Certainly nice to have a shop locally, you know,
yeah.
So you don't have to drive all the way from Randolph or the rural Randolph area. If you need something done, you don't have to go to Fond du Lac or something to do it.
Want your teeth done in town? Go visit Randolph Family Dental. Shot is no good by Slings. The Warner family would like to take care of your family. Ross and his 2 daughters there are the dentists over there, and Andrew Stevenson gets in the ball game. Fan favorite when he got his first basket of the ball game. In the Randolph Family Dental, see one of their ladies from behind the desk there that go and greet you with a big smile when you go in there at the ball game.
Pearly white smile.
Oh yeah,
you have to have when you work in the dental. I know they do. They all have perfect teeth.
Yes. As you see, nice drive to the basket and a nice finish. And that is by Nolan Drews. Also Waters in, we talked about them. I'll probably be down there discussing the ball game with a few of the other Randolph people after the game.
Come up with the top 10 teams
Yeah,
in the state of
I'm looking at-
Wisconsin.
hey,
We're
we-
going to solve that tonight.
Sure. Let's throw that question out there. A&B Fitness. I see Amber Elvin in the crowd. Her son Travis having a nice game here and done, I'm sure, for the game with the last minute 46 left. Nice business downtown. Vicki Manthes from the Boathouse, one of our sponsors. Sonia and Julie run over at Quaid Real Estate. That's some great lakefront property for you. Some nice houses along Fox Lake, and they'll take care of all your house buying and selling needs over at Quaid Real Estate, right on Main Dragon and right Fox Lake.
I thought it was going to be a timeout, Steve, but it's just going to be a sub timeout. They're going to keep going. Ben Mulder throwing out another good question, Steve. He wonders if there's ever been a women's and a men's team from the same high school winning a state tournament the same year.
Winning it from any school.
Yeah.
I know that there's been plenty that have gotten there both in the same year, but I don't know.
I don't know either. Asking the wrong guys.
Nobody wants us on their trivia team. I think you even have a trivia night coming up in Waupun. Jana Roberts, hopefully Jana figured out how to get and watch the game here tonight from Roberts Brothers Painting. I just talked to her father-in-law, Hugh, senior. Always has that great place to watch a game. And Bailey Skolma misses a shot, chases out his long rebound. Nice hustle by him. So Roberts Brothers Painting, they've been in the business for decades and decades and decades, and that seems they do a great job. You got all the equipment to do it right, get to all those hard-to-reach spots in the house where you might have to climb a ladder yourself. Don't do it. Give them a call at Roberts Brothers Painting, a proud sponsor of high school sports.
Bryce Ratajik checking in, along with Sam Greenfield.
Okay. Also Tina from Tea's Cup and Cream, right on the corner there by Stark Street. And a great place to go. Comfortable place to bring some friends down there, enjoy some coffee, some cappuccino. They've got some good food items, bakery items. They've got some merchandise for spring now. Check that out. And they've kind of rearranged things to make it even a nicer place to go at Tea's Cup and Cream, downtown Randolph. Thanks for sponsoring our broadcast here tonight. Sam's Well Drilling, too, for all the great things that they do, both in their business and for the communities that they're in. Sam's Well Drilling, always sponsoring the local sports. A big block by big Andrew Stevenson. He goes up and swats it out of there. Got himself a bucket and a big block. 31 seconds left, 71-44. So the Randolph Booster Club chiming in and helping out. Ace in Building, Jeff Ratajik from Ace in Building. Another timeout taken, maybe to get another player out on the court. Jeff's got his sons helping him out too, doing a little building here and there too. So it's always nice to learn that trade, even if you don't get into it as a job. You can fix things up in your own house and your family's house. That is a help. But he's booking out a few months, so if you want to get Jeff to do some quality work for you, give him a call. Ace in Building, another one of our sponsors here. Our broadcast on RadioPlusInfo.com and on 103.3 FM, The Source. Busy day we're going to have tomorrow. 2 games for sure now, with Randolph winning this ball game. Just 6 seconds left. Why not? Throw one up towards the rim, get it to go. Why not? For Nolan Drews, his 4th point of the game. And Randolph's going to come up with a 73-46 victory here at home against the CWC Crusaders. So we're going to take a break. I don't know if we'll be able to get some interviews or not. We'll see if we get down to the court, but sometimes they kind of just scoot out the side door here, but we'll find out. Take a break and come back and talk about the ball game here live from Randolph High School on RP Sports.
Did you know that Ergo Bank of Marquezan and Fox Lake offers Casasa Rewards checking accounts? All Casasa Rewards accounts include refunds on ATM withdrawal fees. When you meet the monthly qualification criteria, there's no monthly maintenance fee and no minimum balance requirement. Best of all, you get rewarded for things you probably do anyway. such as using your debit card and setting up a direct deposit. Discover the benefits of opening a Casasa Rewards checking account at Ergo Bank of Marquezan and Fox Lake.
A&B Fitness Concepts in Randolph is accepting new members. A&B Fitness is a workout facility dedicated to helping all of its members reach their fitness goals. They offer fitness classes with a personal feel, small group personal training, and one-on-one personal training, all in a non-intimidating environment in order to fit the needs of their members. Some of the Randolph athletes participating in today's game work out at A&B Fitness Concepts in Randolph.
Just click on the stop. And welcome back to Randolph High School. I've got Tyler Fisher with us right now, head coach of the Randolph Rockets. And thoughts about the game here? You take on Central Wisconsin Christian, kind of hung around a little bit in the beginning of the game, but a lot of players looking pretty good for you right now.
Yeah, I mean, hats off to them. They're a good team, well coached. They play extremely hard, and got some good ball players, and they'll be good here in the next couple of years. So congrats to them on a great season. And yeah, you know, I think come out with a lot of energy they did, and took us a little bit to wake up. And you know, we really abandoned our post play, I thought, in the first half. And second half, we did a better job of coming back inside and kind of get some inside-out action. So
how does anybody stop Sam Grigger out there? He has so many tools out there and does things defensively, offensively. He finds different ways to get to the basket, finishes by the rim. What a nice player.
Yeah, absolutely. He does it all. So we're going to miss him next year, but we're going to keep riding him while we got him, right? So he's a great player, great leader, and along with the whole team. So
well, you got some other guys that are stepping up. We've seen you periodically throughout the season, but you got Mr. McNichol out here launching us some threes and finishing and shooting with confidence out there. Meredith right now too. I know he's always been a good shooter, but I think he's been hitting him more consistently here as of late. So and does a lot of other good things out there. So it's just not a two-man show out there. You've got a pretty full team that. And Ben Neiman, I love watching his game, how that's developed over this last year.
Yeah, absolutely. You know what? We knew it would take a full season. We got a lot of young guys this year, so a full season to kind of hit our stride, and hopefully we're hitting that at the right time. But yeah, a lot of guys contributing, and every day they bring it hard in practice. So even the guys that don't get to play a whole lot. So really stressing the team unity, and these guys are taking.
Hear if what happened in the other game with Oakfield and Lorridge at all? Did you?
No.
Okay, so we'll find out, but we'll be here for you tomorrow night, because I know you got moved to 7 o'clock, right?
Yes, yep, we're a late one.
Okay, well, congratulations, Coach, and get down with the team.
Yeah, good to see you.
And Tyler Fisher joining us here, and I know the team's already down in the locker room, so we won't be getting any player interviews right now, so I'm going to head back up with the guys, and we'll talk a little bit about the game. Why don't we maybe even take a break, and we'll come back and discuss the ball game here with Randolph winning 73-46 back after this, with more of our post-game show on RP Sports.
The Boathouse Pub and Eatery on the shores of Fox Lake serves lunch and supper with the best view of Fox Lake. Their menu gives you many delicious options like burgers, pizza, nachos, chicken, sandwiches, wraps, and so much more. The Boathouse has great specials Monday through Saturday, including all-you-can-eat chicken wings, all-you-can-eat spaghetti, burgers and fries, tacos, and of course their amazing fish fry. Bring your friends or make new ones at the Boathouse Pub and Eatery on Chief Kuno Trail, Fox Lake. Randolph Family Dental understands families. Dr. Ross Werner and his daughters Dr. Madeline Werner and Dr. Muriel Werner are there to take care of all of your family's dental needs. They are committed to the highest level of care for their patients, and Randolph Family Dental is currently taking new patients. Call them at 920-326-3191. That's 920-326-3191. Good luck, Rockets, from the friendly staff at Randolph Family Dental. Chad and Tricia Dinkle, owners of Otter's Inn Bar and Grill in Randolph, invite you to join them for their excellent food and fun things to do. You'll love their prime rib served up every other Saturday. Be treated to Otter's liver and onions featured on the third Wednesday each month, and get together with friends every Saturday at 1:30 for their euchre tournament. Otter's Inn Bar and Grill wishes the Randolph Rockets good luck in today's game and invites you to bring friends over for a night of fun, food, and drinks. Otter's is located at 179 Stark Street, Randolph. Quaid Real Estate, LLC in downtown Fox Lake specializes in waterfront and residential properties. With 40 years of real estate experience, Julie and Sonia offer the knowledge to guide you through the home buying and selling process. Quaid Real Estate is open full-time and offer professional photography with drone imagery. It's a seller's market and the inventory is low. If you expect more, contact the company that cares. Quaid Real Estate, area leader in listings and solds at 920-928-2422 or visit QuaidRealEstate.com.
And welcome back to Randolph High School again. The boys winning their regional semifinal, and they'll moving on to take on the winner of the Oakfield and Lords game. And they'll be hosting it because they're the number one seed in this regional for a regional championship tomorrow night. But I've got with me right now Chad Kaufman, the head coach for the Randolph Lady Rockets, and they are one game away from the state tournament. And, boy, looking forward to that. A little nervous about that. That's always the biggest game. I've talked to a lot of people. They say that sectional championship game is the most stress-filled the game you're going to play, and you got that coming up tomorrow.
There's some nerves, obviously, but the girls are looking forward to the moment. We were in the situation last year going up to Michigan. So they've been here. They've taken that step. I think it's time for us to take the next step. Playing a very, very good Albany team who's tenacious on the defensive end. They take care of the basketball. They're going to make us work for everything. We got to stop them in transition, but our girls are up to the challenge. We've played some tough opponents this year, and we've gotten ready for this progressive ride in the tournament, so they're ready to go. They're eager.
So it looks like a team that wants to maybe try to run you off the court a little bit. They've got they'd like to get a lot of points in transition.
They like to get points in transition. One of our big goals is to not allow any points in transition, make them work on the defensive end. I think we have some size disadvantages on them that we can take advantage in the post. We just got to be patient, take care of the basketball, play inside out a lot, and limit them to one-shot possessions. If we do those things like we have done all year, we're going to be in a great opportunity to win probably a close game at the end.
And the game got moved, of course. It was supposed to be at 7 o'clock tomorrow night, and we were going to be here for that, but now it got moved to 1 o'clock and moved from Central Wisconsin Christian over to McFarland High School. It makes sense because I think there's going to be a lot of people there, and I think Randolph alone would have probably filled up that gym a few times over at CWC.
It does make sense. They went through their allotment of tickets really early this morning. I think Randolph got through them about 10:30, 11 o'clock. We got that notification that changed at about 1 o'clock this afternoon. So, we're looking forward to it. It should be a great atmosphere. A lot of people from the community coming. So that's what Randolph's about, right? Playing big games and early March and everything. So we'll see.
I tell you, I'm a little sad because I was going to be at that game tomorrow night at 7 o'clock, but you know where I'm going to be, up in Watoma for the Wapana Lady Warrior basketball game. But we wish you great luck tomorrow. Now, if you need a last-second shot, you know who's going to be shooting that, don't you?
I saw Jory at halftime. I said, don't get any ideas with making that now, so we're all right. That was a great shot she put in. Obviously, she's a key for us tomorrow, but we got a good nucleus of girls, and just looking forward to them going out and competing tomorroh.
Okay, well, good luck, Coach, tomorrow. I'd love to see you down up at the Rush Center, and I'll be up there to watch that and call those games, too.
Perfect. Thank you. Thanks for coming.
Chad Kaufman joining us, head coach for the Randolph Lady Rockets. We'll take another break here, come back and talk about the boys' game coming up in just a few minutes as our post-game show continues live from Randolph High School on RP Sports.
Quaid Real Estate, LLC in downtown Fox Lake specializes in waterfront and residential properties. With 40 years of real estate experience, Julie and Sonia offer the knowledge to guide you through the home buying and selling process. Quaid Real Estate is open full-time and offer professional photography with drone imagery. It's a seller's market and the inventory is low. If you expect more, contact the company that cares. Quaid Real Estate, area leader in listings and solds at 920-928-2422 or visit QuaidRealEstate.com. Roberts Brothers Painting of Randolph is a proud supporter of Randolph Rockets athletics. Family owned and operated since 1958, the Roberts Brothers have the skills, knowledge, and techniques to get your exterior paint job done right. No matter your painting needs, Roberts Brothers Painting uses the finest materials and equipment to guarantee a professional job that you'll be proud of. For more info, visit robertsbrotherspainting.com or give Hugh or Paul, the Roberts Brothers, a call at 326-5103 or 326-6214 for all of your exterior painting needs.
Sam's Well Drilling would like to congratulate the Randolph Rockets on a great season, providing well drilling services to the area for over 50 years. Trust the best and trust Sam's Well Drilling. They are a geothermal loop contractor. For more details on the services they offer, check out samswelldrilling.com. Sam's Well Drilling, located just outside of Randolph. Go Rockets from everyone at Sam's Well Drilling of Randolph. Well worth it. It's Sam's Well Drilling.
Tina from Tea's Cup and Cream in Randolph invites you to check out what's new at her shop. Tea's has added some delicious soup choices. Shop their fun collection of spring merchandise. Coming March 15th, Tea's Cup and Cream introduces the acai berry. Not only are they tasty, but this super berry is high in antioxidants and goes well with yogurt, peanut butter, and granola. Also, Tea's has rearranged their seating for a more comfortable experience. Don't worry, they still have excellent choices of coffee, lattes, cappuccinos, bakery items, and more. Have a relaxing time with friends and family at Tea's Cup and Cream, downtown Randolph.
Welcome back to Randolph High School. Again, the Rockets winning handily in this ball game against the Central Wisconsin Christian Crusaders. Steve Witterhack along with Randy Armga bringing you the game tonight. Randy, just observations about the game before we wrap things up?
Well, kind of what we anticipated, a tough matchup for CWC, number one ranked team in the state for a reason. And, of course, Sam Grieger played extremely well tonight, and then we saw them pack the paint, you know, a good game plan trying to take away Travis Alvin and Ben Neiman, especially inside the two bigs. It worked early on. Those guys did score. They were getting outside scoring. Once it opened up, then Travis Alvin, easy scoring inside. So you can see why that was their game plan. You hope that Randolph doesn't make shots if you're CWC, and they did make enough shots and got a nice lead. And I thought Christian played extremely hard tonight. They cut hard on offense. They did things. They just a little bit outmanned physically by the bigger and stronger Randolph team.
Just briefly take a look at our scoring here, and so we get things wrapped up. Everybody can begin their weekend, I guess, now.
For Waupun Christian first, Will Syons with 14. Caleb Slings with 5. Bailey Skolma had 11. Ben Emba with 10 points, double figures for him. Brock Hoekstra with 4. And Brody Betine with 2 points. And for Randolph, it was Carter Meredith with 13. Nolan Drews ended with 4. Sam Grieger had 22. He had 16 of those in the first half. And Caden McNichol with 9. 3 made three-pointers, lighting it up. Travis Elvin finished with 12. He had 10 in the second half. Jake Dykstra with 3. Ben Neiman with 8. And Stevenson with 2 points. That rounds it out for the scoring.
Again, Randolph looking good. They look like the number one ranked team in the state. They have so many weapons and so many people that really contribute, like we heard from the coach, too. There's some other people stepping up. Meredith stepping up. You have McNichol launching up a couple three threes in the ball game. So you got other guys that can step up. Ben Neiman. And it's just really turned into a complete team. When the season started out, it was just pretty much 2 guys and really has expanded to be a complete, really good-looking team. So we'll see where they go from here. Again, they'll be playing the winner of the Oakfield against Lourdes game that's being played at Oakfield tonight. We didn't get a result on that one yet. And no matter what, it'll be played in this gym as they are the number 1 seeded team in the regional. So it'll be in this gym for the regional championship for them. And good luck to the girls. Like we said before, talked to Chad Kaufman in their ball game against Albany at 1 o'clock tomorrow at McFarland. I wish I could be at both games, but I think we're going to be over at a pretty important game for the Waupun Lady Warriors, our hometown.
Yes, we are.
And big things hopefully will be happening for them against Edgewood tomorrow up at Wautoma. We'll have that game probably be going on maybe about 45 minutes early at about 12:15 and 1 o'clock game time up at Wautoma. But Jeff will be there. Randy will be there. I'll be there, the whole crew. So Looking forward to bringing that game.
Sounds like fun to me.
Oh, it's a blast. My favorite time of the year. Postseason in the winter, nothing better. So again, Randolph winning tonight, 73-46, knocking off the Crusaders, ending their season. But bigger things in the plans right now for the Rockets, and that's getting to the state tournament, going for their regional championship tomorrow against the winner of the Oakfield against Lourdes game. Hope you enjoyed our presentation tonight. Love having Jeff here. That adds another dimension to what we do with the great quality video streaming, and we'll be right here in this gym, and find us in the same place for the regional championship with Randolph tomorrow night at 7 o'clock. You can find us on RP Sports. Have yourself a great weekend.
Tina from Tea's Cup and Cream in Randolph invites you to check out what's new at her shop. Tea's has added some delicious soup choices. Shop their fun collection of spring merchandise. Coming March 15th, Tea's Cup and Cream introduces the acai berry. Not only are they tasty, but this super berry is high in antioxidants and goes well with yogurt, peanut butter, and granola. Also, Tea's has rearranged their seating for a more comfortable experience. Don't worry, they still have excellent choices of coffee, lattes, cappuccinos, bakery items, and more. Have a relaxing time with friends and family at Tea's Cup and Cream, downtown Randolph.
Sam's Well Drilling would like to congratulate the Randolph Rockets on a great season. Providing well drilling services to the area for over 50 years. Trust the best and trust Sam's Well Drilling. They are a geothermal loop contractor. For more details on the services they offer, check out samswelldrilling.com. Sam's Well Drilling, located just outside of Randolph. Go Rockets from everyone at Sam's Well Drilling of Randolph. Well worth it. It's Sam's